Hello, everyone. You hear me?
Yes.
I guess yes. Welcome, everybody. It's such a pleasure
Hello, yes.
together. We are a couple of minutes of delay, waiting for some more people to join, but we are gonna start. So first of all, welcome, welcome to this very first of its kind human DeFi hack. And this image that is being showcased here is not a casualty. I think, and we think that this is what reflects like the current DeFi ecosystem and the DeFi ecosystem that we would like to see birthing and becoming a reality. We are seeing like some predation relationships, and we would like to foster this more symbiotic relationships between humans, peer-to-peer, and fulfill the promises of cryptocurrencies, because nowadays it's yet not very, let's say, they are not very fulfilled yet. So that's why we are here, and I'm particularly very delighted of welcoming you with the rest of the team that you will know. Also, I would like to excuse Yanni Malahov, a Charities founder, who would like to be here today, but it has been impossible. So we are gonna start by doing like some explanations about the hackathon and all that is going to happen in this exciting 13 days that we'll be spending together building this new bright DeFi future. So let's start with the timeline and the important dates to remember. First important date is today. From today, submissions can be done. You will see that in the dashboard of Devpost, you can see like submit your project. Of course, probably no one has a project, I hope, yet. Otherwise, it would be a bit weird. But the submission period is open from November 10th to December the 10th around midnight. Okay, we didn't put midnight so we don't create confusions about the day in the change of the day. The next important dates are the judging period, which will happen between the 13th and the 18th. And the last one is what everyone will be expecting, is the announcement of winners that will happen through the Devpost platform on December the 20th at 6 p.m. in the evening. Okay, all times expressed here are Central Europe time. Okay, that's like the official time zone of the hackathon. And for the next days, we are holding this amazing series of webinars, not only aimed to the technical people to teach them how to build on eternity, but also from the more human side of DeFi, for which we will have the support of blockchain for humanity. We will start tomorrow with the first session with them to try to learn together and exchange ideas about what this DeFi for humanity concept might mean and what solutions can be done. Then we will have a little rest, and we will have the 13th. We will have like the first technical workshop, the intro to eternity and the use cases, and then sorry the rest is from the first technical sessions to the next technical session, the 16th, that we will start to grasp the power of Sophia as a functional programming language for smart contracts, which is more secure and more efficient. The 17th, for all of you that are thinking in building and contributing to the development, the open source development of Superhero, we will have a session to learn how Superhero is built and to have the tools and the knowledge to be able to add new features to Superhero. Then we will have like the next step to learn Sophia, and also to start like a project from scratch with the framework with a project. Next session will be with blockchain for humanity, and in this occasion we will have like some hints and tools to develop design thinking techniques within our teams and together to come up with these ideas that might survive the hackathon. This hackathon is like conceived like something that we don't want the projects to be forgotten after the hackathon. So we will make a special effort for seeing these projects becoming full-blown use cases on top of Eternity Network. The 20th, we'll have a dynamic, again, by Blockchain for Humanity. For all of you that still don't have a team, we will have a very funny dynamic to build teams. And last, Monday, the 23rd, we will have like the cornerstone, one of the cornerstones of Eternity. There are the built-in oracles, and we will also learn how the AX9 fungible tokens in Eternity work. So, by the way, every session will be streamed to YouTube. So if you have any problem on appearing in YouTube, please don't turn off your camera. But we are doing this in case someone cannot attend any of the sessions. They will be available for you to follow when you have a moment and when it's convenient for you. We will publish these YouTube links on Devpost, and we'll make them available for all of you. Next, how do we communicate? Okay, well, as you please. I mean, we have tried to set up some different kind of channels, looking like, for example, for a balance between the immediacy and the depth of the discussion. Okay, so for example, the Discord server will be like the most used channel, as there is like a medium, there is a balance between the deepness of the information we can share there and how can we collaborate, and the immediacy. Okay, because Telegram is much more immediate, of course, but we can go so deep in topics, maybe for notifications, have a look to this or whatever. And the good part is that there is a very high immediacy to have feedback on whatever you post in Telegram. And we also have, don't forget, the Eternity Forum that is like really high depth discussions, and also some materials that you can find about other people that has been struggling or working and fixing issues and solving that. So you have a lot of historical info there that will also be like a nice source of information. You have the links here. This presentation will be shared with you, so you will have the links here. So no worries for that. And mentors. Okay, let's have a look at how will the mentorship work. Okay, in the Discord channel, you will see a mentors room in which mentors will be. We have called it the mentors lair, but they won't be hidden. So you can just drop your questions either in Discord or in Telegram, and they will come back with questions regarding their skills and so on. It's important to say that there is not like an assignment of mentors to teams. Every mentor, regarding their skills and the concrete questions by the teams, can answer any question and opt for that best mentor prize that we have put to foster collaboration between teams. Okay, how can you identify a mentor? They are identified because of our role in Discord. You will see their name in green. So you can easily identify mentors, and you can tag them directly on Discord for you to get the answers to the questions you might have. Also, don't forget that we have put together an amazing list of resources and documentation for you to not need these mentors. Don't decide to ask, but note and be aware that there is a lot of resources that we have put at your disposal to speed up the learning curve as much as possible. So the nice part is that at the end of the hack, you will be the ones that will be deciding who has been the best mentor, who has been the most supportive, and this mentor will be the one who will win the best prize for being the best mentor and being so supportive. There is like a fact that will be, because a lot of our people, our community members, were like, oh, but I want to participate in the hackathon. Can I do it if I'm a mentor? And why not? Let's do it more collaborative. So mentors can also be participants of other teams, but by mentoring another team, they won't become part of that team. So if I'm a mentor and I'm in the team X, I can support other projects and still be a participant in my team. and be supporting other teams without being part of them. So any of you that this is new for you, because this was an amendment of the official rules that we published yesterday. If you're willing to support other participants, let us know, please, to assign you the role of mentor in the Discord channel. Okay. By the way, any question, we will have some time to solve questions at the end, but please don't be shy, and you can just stop me and ask any question if you maybe have to leave or whatever. Complete flexibility. I don't mind if anyone just jumps in and makes a question, either with the video, voice, or whatever, or here in the chat. Okay, let's have a look at how the submissions work and what are the requirements for a submission to be considered for the top tier prices. Okay, so first, submitted projects should be built and deployed on the Eternity network, either mainnet or testnet. And why? It's simple, because Eternity is the best blockchain in production. And I'm not saying this because I work in Eternity. I work in Eternity because I think that it's the best blockchain in production. There is a slight difference, okay? So we will have a look now to all the screens that you will have to go through to make the submissions. But of course, the submitted project should include all the links to the relevant repositories that made up the solution with all the relevant code. And also, it's highly advisable to have a little video, a little demo video of the solution of around 5 minutes to have your awesome solutions working and in action. So it's 5 minutes, so use that 5 minutes to demonstrate your solution. There is no need for pitches here, because you will have other fields in the submission to make, to state your problem, solution, what challenges you find, and so on. Next point, and this is important, projects to up to the top tier prices should be able to be installed and run successfully according to the specifics. Otherwise, it's not that you can't opt to any price, but you can only opt to the best prototype price. We will go a bit deeper on this later. Of course, the submissions should be made via devpost.com within the defined deadline. Remember, 10th of December. And we have to be strict with this, and no projects will be taken into consideration for assessment of the judges if they are submitted by mail, out of the date, or any other issue that might arise that is not like compliant with these official rules of submitting within the Devpost platform within the set deadlines. Okay. Of course, if you have any problem, ping us, and who knows, we might make an exception, but that's not the way to go. It's highly recommendable that you follow these steps for not having any problem and throw to the bin the work of a whole month. Okay. Of course, please, all documentation and materials within the project shall be in English, and this is important, and we will see now how it reflects in the submission template within Devpost. Submissions are made by a team representative, okay? And this team representative, at the time of submission, will add his or her teammates in the submission. So let's have a look to how these screens in Devpost look like. First one, when you hit submit your project, you have, of course, the project name, a brief text, a short tagline or short elevator pitch for the project. Then we continue with the submission, and we see here again the name and the elevator pitch. We're gonna have to write with which technologies, languages, frameworks is the project built. And here is the part that I was meaning before. This project is created by this test user, and here you can invite your teammates by the links and make them part of your team. This is very important, because this is like the way to make like somehow official how teams are formed. Okay. So in the next one, we will have like that part of the pitch that is preferable to not have it on the video. Of course, if you don't have a demo, you can use the video to showcase how good is your prototype and so on. But if you have a functional product, use the video to demonstrate how it works, and use this section to showcase the challenges and then the description of the solution. Okay. Next, you have, if you need to upload any image or whatever, any graph, you have this field here to do it. Then, if there is any link to download an app, to see any working environment, you can put it in the try it out links. And the video demo link is the video that we were talking before. Last, if you want to upload any kind of presentation, you can be free to do it. And also, this is important, we will have like a drop down to select the prices that you are opting. Okay, so as we have already seen, if the product is not functional, you should put that you are opting to the best prototype. But also, for example, if you are building a solution on top of Superhero, you should select as well the Superhero new DeFi feature product. Okay. Also, we have a couple of new prices added by HaeckBG, a sponsor and partner that is like willing to award people that makes the most performance of Sophia contract and also the best usage of AIX9 fungible tokens. So you can select in every case this price, because there is no dependency with other prices. Everyone can opt to these sponsor prices by HaeckBG. Okay, and next questions are very simple questions. This one is to assess if you are submitting a working product of a prototype. The other one is for us to know if you are willing to continue with the development of the project, because we might find some ways to support you in advancing the project and progress it in their development stages. And last one is not last one, but almost last one is we would like to know if you already knew Eternity before this hackathon, or this hackathon has been like your first contact with Eternity. And last but not least, please, in this last field, please include the Superhero wallet address of the team representative, because this address will be the one to which your prize, in case you are a winning project, will be sent within a short time after the winners are announced. So this is quite important. Okay, let's have a look to the awards. Okay, we have, like, with the new prices, like $16,600 in prices that will be paid in its equivalent in AA tokens by the time of the transaction, when the transaction is made. And here you can see something that we have been already talking about. Okay, like check the prices you are opting. If it's not a working product, select best prototype. If it's a Superhero feature, select Superhero, select the sponsor price. And if a project does not select any project there, it will be going to the judges again, but we will make that pre-screening to check if it's a working product or a prototype, if it's a Superhero solution or not. So this is just if you want to help us a bit to not have to drive through, and you can submit this information, we will be like very grateful to you. Okay. So new prices might be announced. That they will be announced through the Devpost updates. And also, there is like a very important point here that is like, don't think, if you think that your idea of project doesn't fit into the human DeFi category, you are wrong. First, because you are human, right? Okay. And second, because we wanted to foster and empower people to pursue this kind of solutions. But at the end of the day, any DeFi project will be taken into account. It's just we have put this scope because we really want to foster this kind of solutions that will steer the current DeFi movement from predation to symbiosis, as we were saying before. Okay, here I'm trying to avoid you to go to all the official rules and to read all the paragraphs. So this table is a little overview of all the prices and how will they be decided. Okay, so we have listed all the categories of awards and prices here with the amount, and how it will be decided. Okay, so that the top tier, one of the top prices, will be decided by the judges panel that is in Devpost side according to the criteria that is published in Devpost and also in the official rules. The best superhero new feature, of course, will be decided by the superhero core team regarding the feasibility of implementation and the potential traction that it might have and so on. Then we have the Superhero Community Award. It's important that this award is open to every kind of project, not only the superhero projects, the projects being on top of superhero. As Superhero has a voting app, we wanted to give voice to the community, at least for one award. And during the judging period in which the official judges will be judging the periods, there will be a vote in the voting app in Superhero, in which you can select your favorite project to be the winner of the Superhero Community Award. Okay. So next we have, with $1,000 in AA tokens, the best use of AA technology. That this one will be decided by the Trinity core team. The best mentor, as we already know, will be decided by participants, also by voting. Then we have the most impactful project, that it will be decided by the judges panel. And what we will do is, like in the trail, in the criteria for the whole assessment, the project that gets the best score in this category will be the winner of this prize. Okay. Then we have the best prototype that will be judged as well by the judges panel, like with the same criteria, but only relating to projects that are in prototype stage. And then we have the two prizes by HackBG about the best AX9 fungible token usage and the most performance Sophia contract, that they will be decided at the discretion of HackBG. Okay, it's important to say that no project can win. For example, if a project wins the best DeFi solution, he can't also win, for example, the most impactful project. We will be always like favoring the teams for making them winning the higher price that they can opt to. But if there is any coincidence, then in this case, for example, the most impactful project, if it's the same as the winner of the best DeFi solution, the winner of the most impactful project will be the immediate after in the scoring of that criteria. And I think probably we will have some questions about this, but let's get over after. And this is very important. Okay, I don't know how many of you know superhero.com, but I highly recommend you to have a look. Superhero is a new concept, not a concept because it's working, of a social network in which we are the kings, we are the superheroes. We don't have data tracking. We can freely give social love and reward the content creators we love. We can jump into video rooms to confabulate together, like we will see. And this will be important during all the hackathon, because first of all, we want you to experiment superheroes. So please, if you send a message to my mate Eric in the Discord channel, he will send you a link that you can claim some tokens to have your first charity tokens within the superhero wallet, so you can experiment to send and receive tips during the hackathon or for your regular browsing. If you see any content that you love, you can just and right away send a tip to it. But also, for example, it's the magic of superheroes that you can put your superhero address in the Devpost profile, and any teammate from you, the organization, whoever, can tip your Devpost bio, and you will immediately get all the tips that you have been sent. Okay. There is also a very cool feature that is completely available for you. That is Superhero Meet. Superhero Meet is a JITS implementation within Superhero that will allow you to create private rooms for you to sync with your team or with your family. I mean, let's separate between the use of Superhero in the hackathon and the regular use. If you need to have meetings with your team, that I guess you will have, no need to rush to find Zoom or whatever solution. You got them out of the box with Superhero Meet. Just go to superhero.com, hit the Meet tab at the left of the menu, and you will have your interface, and you can create your room with a couple of clicks. And also, like I'm seeing someone, a few people here, you see some people here that have like a beautiful diamond within their profiles. That means that they have logged in into this webinar with a superhero wallet, so they are able to send and receive tips during during this conference. Okay, so it's really funny. I recommend you to try it out, not only for the means of the hackathon, but also to become more free in regards to the use of social media. I think we like to call it the anti-social media because it's built upon the exactly opposite principles that social media projects are built. And this hackathon will be also like a bit of the handling to the community to start contributing as an open source project, completely open source. I mean, even the UI, it's open source. People can fork the whole project, put their logo, put their brand, make some amendments, and have a superhero like out of the box for him, or also can contribute to superheroes. So the team has been working in documentation and making everything easy for you to be able to contribute to this awesome open source project. Okay, now please, the team, a wonderful team that is doing this possible. If you feel like jumping on a stage to say hello or whatever, Omar, Eric, Nikita, go. You can just greet or give any recommendation.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Fine. Welcome everybody. Happy to be here.
Nice background, man.
Trying out a little bit.
It's clear that you are the most technically skilled guy.
Yeah,
at least by me. You gotta tell me how did you make that trick. But still, the logo is I'm seeing it like inverted. But still, it's very cool, Omar. Really.
Thank you.
It's really cool. You have here, and I repeat, you will have this presentation, our contact details both in Discord and in Telegram. So whatever doubt you might have, please don't hesitate to ping us, and we will be happy to help. Because as the slide says, we are here to help, but we are not alone. We are together with an amazing community that is willing to take this responsibility of bringing this bright future for DeFi together. So either in the forum, in the Eternity General Telegram group, you will find lots of people mind alike and willing to support and willing to make this intention a reality. Let's talk a bit about the team building, okay? I don't know how many of you were already familiar to Devpost, which I personally find it a very nice tool, very useful and powerful. There is a participants tab when you enter the hackathon, in which you will see all the participants in the hackathon, and you will see here in this tags if he or she already has a team, he's working solo, or if he's looking for a team, you will see this message icon that please don't hesitate to use it. Either if you're an entrepreneur, you have an idea and you are looking for devs to build a new team, also to make existing teams stronger. We will have dynamics and we will be supporting the participants to find teams. But the best also is like if you are a bit proactive and take the initiative and you are not shy, you can find your teammates using this feature. And I'm also sure that the people which has a more functional or more business profile about DeFi, I'm sure that they are full of ideas to expose to the world and to find teammates to build them together. So this is a wonderful feature for you to present your ideas to other teammates and start doing your teams. Okay, so this is a bit of the statistics now. 5 minutes before the hackathon, we were 99 people participating. Out of them, I am a bit surprised by this, by the way, 39 people are working solo. Probably they might need help and they will be pinging other people to form a team. But at the moment, 39 people have selected that they will be working solo. 30 people already have a team, and 27 are still looking for teammates. Okay, so it's like the time we have just started the hackathon. So no worries, we have plenty of time to form these awesome teams that I can't wait to see what they will be building. And here, the specialties and skills, again, you will have the presentations. You can see a bit of a breakthrough of the different specialties of skills that the team have. Any questions so far?
We have one question from Jeremiah. He's asking if it is possible to be a member in more than one team. We can hear you.
You can hear me now? Yeah, I was coughing, sorry. Now you can? Hello?
Yes, now
okay.
We can hear you.
Okay, no, Jeremiah, only participants can be part only of one team. And good question, thanks, because I should have put this in the presentation. Any other? Let me check the chat.
By the way, we hit 101 participants, so very excited.
Cool. Great. No more questions so far?
Sorry, how can we join another team?
Sorry, how can you join another team?
Yes.
What do you mean?
We are a team of 2, maybe. We would like to join another team in order to exchange ideas or in order to sum up someone else.
Great. Okay, so you can use this participants tab to message other people, but also in the Discord channel, there is a team building. There is 2 channels, one for team building and one for project ideas. That this is precisely the aim, to let people exchange ideas, to merge teams, to form new teams. All this action will be and is happening in Discord. I don't know if every one of you has already enter the Discord server, but I would recommend you to do so, as a lot of the action will be about the team building will be happening there.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. No more questions so far?
Just a comment on my end. Talking about Discord, we will try to use it also when we are doing the different explanation of how Sophia works and the different workshops. We will support us on the Discord for anybody having troubles or anybody that needs some help. That would be maybe the best place to use.
Yeah, sure. Thanks a lot, Omar, for the detail. Okay, let's go on and let's give time to digest everything. And of course, if not now, at any point, you can submit your questions or any doubt in the Discord channel. There is also like a channel for rules stuff. If you have any doubt about the rules interpretation, there is a channel for that. And please don't hesitate to ping us if there is any question. Jeremiah wanted to talk, I guess. Yes.
Yes, admin. I'm sorry for disturbing. I'm just wondering if you can give us some inspiration or some example of human DeFi hackathons. Myself, I have a lot of ideas, depend on the way I understand, but sometimes I have some doubt, maybe, things like that. Can we maybe discuss much more? Maybe we can get other people ideas on examples or inspiration, something like that. Can we talk about that?
This, you mean? You nailed it, Jeremiah. It's right now. It's right now the time to express your ideas, for us to give you proposals and things, and start like shutting my mouth and letting people talk and start the hackathon. Okay, so I don't know, probably it's not a very well-known movie, but there is a movie that was released in 1934 that was called Another Wild Idea. And it's funny because this movie was released in the same year that the government of the United States seized all the gold that United States citizens were holding. So it's a lot of time now. We hope that in this new century, there is not a law to oblige people to not have the self-custody of their crypto assets, but there is somehow a parallelism here, because by that time you could hold your gold at home, like you can hold your crypto in a ledger now, but at any point that the US government said, no, you are not allowed to hold your gold at home anymore. Bring it here, I will give you some nice pieces of paper. So like doing this analogy to this and the future we want to build, I found this image, and I found it like inspiring to start precisely what you were saying, Jeremiah. Let's start to share ideas, and the wildest one can go here. So I will start, like, for example, proposing you to think about the concept of money. We know, or that money should be backed by something. Okay, that's the classical theory of money that is not valid anymore since the gold pattern was abandoned. So why not try to build a circular economy, creating a kind of money that is backed by second-hand clothes, for example, in which, like, this kind of services that you can sell your all the stuff and you can ramp off your money to a bank, but not receiving that fiat money. But when you put in that system, for example, some pieces of clothes, you will receive a value for that pieces of clothes with which you can buy another kind of clothes, and give another life to the second-hand clothes that you have at home. This could be something that is like, okay, it's like there are not complex financial services involved, but the way of issuing money, like with this backing of these clothes, is not a new way of injecting money to a group of people or to a community. So this is like my first suggestion or idea to work on. Who wants to go next? Please, Jeremiah.
Thank you, Mr. Admin. You know, first of all, thank you for your very nice example. Well, it inspired me at least. The way in which I have understand the DeFi on the first place is on the project of YF1 to YF4. I even myself buy some YF4 tokens for expecting that maybe it will rise high and I'll be rich and that. And now the Eternity, you came up with this strange idea of human DeFi hackathons, which is very interesting, but sometimes confusing. For example, I'll share my idea, one of my idea, because with my team, we have like 5 ideas, but we have to vote to get one idea. One of the ideas which we are thinking on building on the human DeFi hackathons is decentralized renting. And this problem we have even find in our country, whereby when you migrate into a new city, it's very difficult for you to get a house or to get an apartment for renting, and you have to go through some middlemen, which they're gonna eat a lot of your money, for them not to doing anything for you, for them just to show you the houses. So we are thinking of building of creating a decentralized systems whereby the one who rent and the landowners or the house owners will be able to interact to each other peer to peer, and they will be able to pay to each other by using crypto, and even possibly they can even sign their smart contract or their contract for renting, maybe through some form of automations. We still haven't figured out about that yet. So can that be a human DeFi hackathon? Can that be a human DeFi, a human DeFi?
Yeah, why not? I mean, also you can think, for example, in tokenizing the future incomes for the renting of a property. On top, with which will make it no doubt more DeFi.
Sure. You know, I was just confused. Thank you for just clearing my doubt. I
You're
now
welcome,
get
Jeremiah, and thanks to you for sharing your idea. I heard you have five ideas and you were to vote. It's amazing, nice.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Thanks to you. Anyone else that wants to expose any idea? Don't be shy. I know you have ideas. Still, the Blockchain for Humanity team is it's why they are here to help us define and ideate this kind of solutions, because in the work that they have done in the last 4 years, there is a lot of experience about amazing use cases that can be like adapted, modified, or slightly changed to be work on the hackathon. So don't worry, we will have the best ever support on this regard. Also, for example, an example that I wrote in the Discord project ideas channel, it's a startup, it's a project which I have like an immense appreciation and love. And Jory, that it's probably here, I recall to see him before, and it's one of the judges. It's called Ethic Hub. What Ethic Hub is doing is providing peer-to-peer funding, peer-to-peer lending to small coffee farmers in Mexico that prior to their platform, they were paying like incredible high interest for the financing, the funding of the time for the harvest, from the time that you start like the seeding and the growing to the time you harvest and get the income. Of course, you need funding. And these people were getting the funds even at 120% of yearly interest. Now what they're doing is that they are providing like people outside, people that the investors, like they are providing them the opportunity to lend the money to these small coffee farmers cooperatives. They are all together in exchange of a return of 15%, which is pretty decent interest rate for the amount of risk involved. There has been like 0 default rate in 2 years. And this, I think this is a wonderful example of human DeFi. How can we help the productive economy and at the same time creating or gaining some profit while creating an impact and helping people to do their work in better conditions. I think this is also a very interesting way or path to look to. Silence. I can't believe, come on. Okay, I'm going with another one. Let's think, for example, in the concept of donations, for example, donations and loans. What if we can come up with a system in which you start from the principle that you send money to a project, to a cause that you feel aligned with, and at first you are doing it as a donation. You are expecting no return, but it turns out that if the project that you have donated turns successful, you will have the right to recover your money with an interest, also based in reputation at the expense of the people that receive the donations. So it's a way of turning back the loan model. It's like you made a loan and you expect always to recover your money, but it might happen that you lose it. So let's do it the other way around. Let's start from the starting point that you are losing your money because you are giving it away because of a cause or a project like, but you might find a surprise in the form of recovering back your donation with an interest. I have called this like convertible donations.
That's a great idea.
Sorry?
That's a great idea for a project.
Thank you. I mean, it's where I would like, and again, the Blockchain for Humanity guys and concretely Gus Segovia will help us to do, is try to think out of the box about the traditional, the financial interactions that we are having. Call it borrowing, loans, donations, crowdfunding. I think we have the tools to start thinking in other paradigms of building these financial interactions, and this is precisely the aim of this hackathon. Also, of course, there are lots of projects out there that are built on other chains that might be subject to be migrated to Eternity and count on the advantages of the low gas, the built-in oracles, naming service, scalability, state channels, and so on. That could be as well a solution. It wouldn't be very innovative because they already exist, that solutions. But of course, when you are doing something or migrating something, you always try to improve it. So why not? I mean, if anyone wants to build a MakerDAO in Eternity, go ahead, please.
If I may, Alex, can you hear me?
Yes, sure.
Here, Gustavo speaking. Thanks for the introductions that you made before. We will see for sure tomorrow. We are planning to explain some use cases and to inspire a little bit to continue this work on the inspiration about what the current state of the technology is and what it could be actually. But I will leave that for tomorrow. For today, I would like just to say that the best solution that we can develop is the one that is actually solving a problem. So focus on that. Focus on what is your context, what is your reality, what people around you think. What do they feel about financial system? What do they feel about these new cryptographic financial systems that they don't have idea about? No. From that pain, from that perspective, and combining it with the knowledge that you already have, with the team that you are meeting, with more material that we are going to share during these webinars, that's a little bit how the creative process itself will continue. But it's a matter of days. So and I think this approach is having the first week just for inspirations and workshops, and yeah, this kind of work is cool before starting the real building on the real prototypes.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, Gustavo. And nice that you mentioned this, because it's like we have on purpose set this around 10 days of preparations before starting to code, just because of that. You are free, of course, we don't have a way to know when are you starting to code, but probably you will start to code in something that is not very polished. So it's highly advisable and recommendable that we go through all this ideation process with all the teams and all the team leaders or people that have ideas to refine those ideas, so we can make sure that when it's time, when the webinars are finished, we are starting coding and working in something that has had a previous validation work before. But again, we don't have means to control if any team starts to code tomorrow. And I'm very transparent and clear about this. Anyone feels like asking a question, doing a comment, presenting an idea?
Hi guys, my name is Vikram.
Can you hear me?
Hi, Bikram. How are you?
Yeah, hi, Alex. Yeah, I personally, I have a problem statement, and I think I should tell to everyone. So I feel that there is no DEX right now on Eternity that can actually that is actually running live. And I did this research recently that we were looking for DEXs. There is some solution like, for example, JellySwap is there, but it is only for the native coin, AE coin, and there is no open market where we can list new coins that are coming up on Eternity. Just something like Uniswap doesn't exist on Eternity. So any other, but on the other hand, there is a requirement for it because there are so many new companies that are being funded by AE Ventures. Those who are looking to go live or basically launch their tokens, and don't have a place to launch their token. So basically, then they will move out to some other place, or it is more complicated. They will have to do it themselves. So a requirement of something like how Uniswap is on Ethereum is very, very. I think it is the most important requirement right now. This is, I'm just telling you my personal opinion. I might be wrong. There could be a DEX which I don't know, but I could not find one. So maybe if developers are here who are listening, they should keep this in mind.
Nice point. Yeah, nice point, Bikram. Okay, Eric is saying here in the chat, if something can pop out of your mind, what about remittances? He's saying that he thinks it would be a wonderful idea to build something on Superhero to make remittances easier and cheaper, so you can just send money directly to another person's URL and exchange fiat to crypto using a rampon. I think, yeah, it's a very cool. Remittances is a very big industry in which the incumbent and legacy financial system is taking a incredibly big slice of the people, of the money of the people for doing this service. So yeah, thanks, Eric. Thanks, Eric, and thanks, Bikram, because yeah, you're right. There is need for some foundations to build a whole DeFi ecosystem, and no doubt to have decentralized exchanges is like a critical or crucial point in this for these foundations. Eric is saying here, I think it should be possible to migrate existing projects from Ethereum, for example, as part of this hackathon. Sure, why not? Marco is nice one. I also like the idea of funding issues, like for example, some kind of Gitcoin. And I'm gonna give you here, like there is an open source software for project management called Open Project that would be like really powerful to build collaborative teams and DAOs and so on if there is a crypto integration done. Maybe this is not a bit out of the DeFi scope, but this is a particular feeling I have had with projects that build DAOs for effective collaboration, that they are not tackling, or at least deeply, like the project management side of any project. This has come to my mind because of the Marco's idea to have a possibility to fund issues and to fund open source development via grants and recurring payments.
Another one I want to point out is bridges, like at least Ethereum to Eternity bridge is required, because all the liquidity is there and there is no way that you can bring that liquidity in immediately. Every other blockchain is doing that. Why not Eternity?
Yeah.
So this, I think bridges is very important to implement. Right now we can go stages. For example, we can start with a centralized bridge, something like what JellySwap has, like atomic swaps, something like that. But we can slowly move into a decentralized version when the whole bridge itself can be governed by a DAO token or whatever, multiple companies or people that can own the bridge. So I think bridge is another one that I see that every other blockchain has apart from Eternity, and it will definitely help the ecosystem, because if you build the bridge, it helps the exchanges to integrate with your token. Because that they can directly immediately swap. For example, a DEX running on Polkadot, any other blockchain can use your bridge to list AE tokens, AEX9 tokens on their exchanges.
Yeah.
Even though the exchange is on a different network, like if, for example, Uniswap opens up for other networks, so with using that bridge, Uniswap can be able to transfer tokens from Eternity to Ethereum and other way around. So, and I think the developers of Eternity, they did a POC, something like that, to move the tokens from Ethereum to native coin. So if they work on that, that can also help. If work more on that and make it into a full-fledged bridges. That is also what
you nailed it, Vikram. In fact, when we were planning the hackathon, we were thinking in putting another category for doing like cross implementations with other chains or integrations for other DeFi protocols. But as this hackathon is a bit of a proof of concept, we wanted to keep it a bit simple, but it fits. Of course, it fits. And I think it's pretty important also, like, to have like a second backup or provide other protocols with information coming from Eternity oracles. In this regard, I think there are a few possibilities.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to say that because I think many other companies who are implementing their solution on Eternity, they are looking for these things. So it will definitely help.
Yeah.
Because moving, you have seen that in DeFi, it's all about liquidity. The network which has the maximum liquidity, that is, everyone is going there. And that is why Ethereum has become the hub. Every other network has this issue that they are not able to control their price because the liquidity itself is going down. And because of all the DeFi projects that are coming on Ethereum. So if other networks do not follow that, and then there will be issues. So either you bring those liquidity back to your network, or you build something which is which gives liquidity, which is lucrative for customers to come on board to your network, for example. So to definitely move in this direction, otherwise we will fall behind, and Ethereum will become the another centralized thing. Just saying, no, it is not centralized for sure. That is, I was just saying.
Great. Another great contribution, Vikram, as usual. Jeremiah was, well, we were talking about this, was worried about the copying of ideas. I think it's already solved, and it's pretty much aligned with what I think. First of all, if you already have a team, you can keep your idea for your team. No need to share it. I mean, it would be nice, also maybe for attracting other people to the team. But the sharing of ideas is mostly probably for people that has the idea and has no means to build it, to like to convince or to make other people on devs like be aware of the amazing solution or the amazing idea he has. But of course, Jeremiah, if you have 5 ideas, I mean, you can work on them. And there is like, if there is such a conflict, as Eric also and Marco and also Annie were saying, at the end of the day, what is being judged here is implementation. So it's a bit like, it would be like a bit not very clever to be working on the idea of other when you know that he's already working on it. It's like automatically reducing your possibilities of winning any of the prizes. Go, Jeremiah, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Admin, and I'm sorry for just asking so many questions. It's just that I cannot leave anything on my mind and asking myself why you're here. I have another things. Can I share one of our idea on adding new features on superhero, so that maybe you can give us some input?
Sure.
Because so we also have these new ideas of adding a new features into superheroes, as it's one of the categories that is qualified for the reward in human DeFi hackathons. And this one is what if somebody has his or her activities that he put it on the superheroes, and there are people who tip him, and then he says, okay, maybe I don't want those tip, I don't want that money, but I want that money to go maybe for some charitable causes. Maybe it has to go maybe to fight against the cancer, or to fight, or to help some researchers who research on maybe some maybe to get them the vaccine for COVID-19, for example. So me and one of my team, we discuss and say, what if we can add new features whereby the smart contract will automatically execute, and it will give that person an option whereby he can just send his tip directly to that maybe to that platform that need that donations.
Yeah,
maybe
the whole
there will
tip
be
or a percentage. It's like, yeah, why not? And some
yes.
of you that, yeah, sorry.
So, for example, maybe there are maybe a new panel, or a new interface on the superhero, whereby there will be some organizations that maybe need some funding or need some donations, and once there is any person who want to donate one of them, he can just automatically from there send that donation to that specific platform.
I love it,
I'm sorry,
Jeremiah. I love it.
Yes,
I love it also because it's a way to content creators to engage their audience. It's like, if I'm a content creator, I would be probably like not only feeling myself better because I'm contributing to a charity that I'm aligned with, or because I concerned with the cause, but I will be encouraging my audience to send me tips, because they know that a part of that tip is going to go to that charity, or even a set of charities. And this is also,
Yes.
it's like funny, because some of you here that might know me, this is very similar to my life project that I plan to build on eternity. There is exchanging purchases to brands for verifiable donations for selected causes by the customer. So if I buy, for example, 100 whatever in any company, a percentage of my 100 will go to this charity, and the charity will get the money when the impact that they want to make is verified. So it's like I can't say anything else that I love it, because it's very aligned with my purpose and the things I wanna build. So, and being completely transparent, this would add, because in fact in my plans is like Superhero has already a lot of the backend that I need to build Selfin, to build this project, mostly with the oracles to validate the finalization of transactions, to issue the tokens. So it's like a bit like converging, because this set of charities that are within Superhero could be shared for people that make purchases, and also by content creators that receive tips, and the charities will be the same set of charities.
Thank you so much, admin. Thank you for your inputs and your clarifications. I think
Thanks
we're
to
gonna
you,
think
Jeremiah.
much more.
And please, yes. I'm Alex.
No. Okay, Alex.
Just Alex.
You're Alex.
No Mr. No admin, just Alex.
Okay, Alex. Thank you so much, Alex.
Thanks
it's a
you.
pleasure to talk to you. Thanks.
I think if there is no one else or questions, I think we can wrap it up, being placed for tomorrow at the same hour in the same URL with Gus and the workshop DeFi for Humanity, in which I think we will have the occasion to share a lot more with the guidance of Gus, of cool ideas that will make a clear and real impact in people's life.
Yeah, we will have also Yori from Ethic Hub tomorrow doing that workshop. We will be doing that together.
Oh, that's cool. Nice surprise. Yeah. Cool. Any closing remark, Omar, Eric, or Nikita, or anyone? Okay, by the way, the people that has intervened, that had the Superhero wallet, check your balances even though I'm not sure if Vikram or Jeremiah had the superhero wallet, but this kind of interventions, we are like giving a little bit of appreciation to do it. So for the next webinars, you already know, and I think it's fun, particularly and personally, I find like very nice to be able right now, for example, to send any tip with an appreciation message to your video room teammate, like for example, Marco, where are you? I see you have your. Well, I'm not finding you. Yes. Thanks for your contributions. $21, the magic number. Right now, Marco has 21 AE tokens more in his superhero wallet. 3 seconds block confirmation time. This is our eternity. So no more questions. Thanks a lot, everyone. We can't wait to start supporting, ideating together, building together with this aim of fostering this human DeFi ecosystem. See you tomorrow at 4, and yeah, good digestion of this.
See you guys, and we keep connected on Discord. In the meantime, that there is an ongoing discussion right now. So
okay, that's cool.
Let's continue.
Let's continue in Discord.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Have a great evening, day, night, depending on where you are. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye. Ciao.